Welcome back to Psychology Files. You've made it this far. But now we're entering the darkest part of all. You've seen how manipulation works on a personal level. Now let's expose how entire systems are designed to control you. Con artists, governments, corporations, the ones pulling the strings in plain sight. And by the end of this, you'll realize escaping control might not be as easy as you think. Chapter 8: The Dark Side of Con Artists. How they make you beg to be scammed. Imagine you've just met someone, a stranger, someone who seems to know exactly what you need. They offer you a deal, a chance to make money, to change your life. They're confident, they're charismatic, and suddenly you're on board. But here's the catch. That deal, that once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, is just a trap, designed to take everything from you. Welcome to the world of the con artist, the master manipulator, who doesn't just trick you into handing over your money. They make you beg to be scammed. Example 1. The bait and switch. It starts with trust. Con artists know that the most crucial step in manipulating someone is building rapport. They start by mirroring your body language, making you feel like they're just like you. They create a connection, a bond. You feel like you've known them for years, like they're on your side. The key is to make you feel like the opportunity is your idea. The con artist doesn't just sell you a product, they sell you a vision, your vision of success, your dream come true. And just like that, they've got you. But here's where the real manipulation kicks in. The urgency, the pressure. A good con artist knows that if they create a sense of urgency, you'll act impulsively. It doesn't matter if you haven't done your research or if you don't have all the facts. You'll make a decision based on fear of missing out. And that's the moment. You've made a decision, but it wasn't really yours, it was theirs. The fear of missing out, the urgency, the illusion of control, they've all worked together to guide you into their trap. Example 2. The Ponzi scheme. Here's another classic, the Ponzi scheme. It starts with a promise of high returns, too high to be true. They tell you that all you need to do is buy in. Just a little investment to get started, and the returns will come rolling in. What they don't tell you is that the scheme is built on the money of new investors. The system will collapse the moment no one else is willing to buy in. But by then, the con artist has already disappeared with your money. Now, here's where it gets chilling. The con artists you've just learned about aren't just limited to the people you meet on the street or in investment seminars. In fact, you've been scammed right here, right now, in this very video. What do you think all these tricks and manipulations have been? The urgency, the pressure, the emotional appeal. I've been selling you a narrative, one you've been following without even realizing it. But unlike the con artist we've talked about, my goal isn't your money. It's something even more valuable, your attention. So the question is, who's the real con artist here? Who's benefiting from your attention? And what price are you paying by continuing to watch? The truth is, you've already been manipulated. The con artist doesn't have to steal your money. They just need to control your mind. They'll make you beg to be scammed, just like I've done here. Because in the end, the most valuable commodity isn't your money, it's your belief. And once they've got that, they've won. Chapter 9. The Role of Governments and Corporations. The puppeteers in plain sight. What if I told you that the world around you, the politics, the ads, the media you consume, isn't as random as you think? That everything from the laws that govern your life to the brands you love has been carefully engineered to keep you in line, to ensure you do exactly what someone else wants? Governments and corporations, two of the most powerful forces in the world, have been manipulating you for centuries. But they've learned how to do it in ways you won't even recognize. Example 1. Institutional manipulation. Governments have long understood the power of influence. Political leaders use fear, division, and nationalism to rally people behind their agendas. They tell you who to fear, who to trust, and who to hate. They've learned that the more divided a population is, the easier it is to control them. When people are fearful and divided, they're less likely to question the actions of their leaders. Take a look at any election. No matter the candidate, there's always a strategy in place to divide people, to make them feel like their side is under attack. This division is a tool, a tool used to ensure that no matter what happens, people stay in line. But the power of manipulation doesn't stop with politics. Corporations have become experts at controlling your desires. They spend billions of dollars each year studying your behavior, crafting ads, and even shaping entire industries based on what they know will make you buy. Every ad you see is designed to make you believe you need something, something you didn't even know existed. The brand becomes a symbol of who you are, your identity, your status. And suddenly, buying a new product isn't just about functionality, it's about who you are as a person. Example 2. Corporate manipulation. At the top, that corporations control the message. But the tactics they use to keep you in their grip aren't always as obvious as flashy ads. Sometimes it's about creating a subtle sense of scarcity, urgency, or even nostalgia. They don't just sell you a product, they sell you an emotional experience, an identity. And in doing so, they make sure you're never satisfied. You'll always want more. Here's where it gets really uncomfortable. What if I told you that these same tactics are being used on you right now, in real time? That everything you've just learned, from social media influencers to political divisions to consumerism, has been engineered to make you compliant, to make you crave what they want you to crave? Everything you see, everything you hear, it's all part of a larger plan. A plan to shape your beliefs, influence your actions, and make sure you stay in their system. Whether it's the government telling you who to vote for, a corporation telling you what to wear, or social media telling you who to follow, someone is always pulling the strings. And here's the biggest twist of all. You thought you were free. You thought you were making your own decisions. But in reality, you've been living in a carefully constructed illusion. Everything you do, everything you buy, everything you believe, it's all been shaped by someone else. The question is, who is controlling you right now? Because whether you're aware of it or not, you're already a part of the system. And breaking free? That's the real challenge. Chapter 10. The final twist. You're already controlled. Breaking the illusion. You've learned a lot so far. You've seen how manipulation works. You've been shown the tactics, the techniques, and the hidden strategies that control the masses. But here's the truth. After all this, you still don't realize that you've been controlled the entire time. You thought you were watching a video about how you could control others. But in reality, the only thing you've truly learned is how to be controlled yourself. Throughout this video, you've been manipulated, nudged, and subtly guided. It's not just about what I've said, but how I've said it. The pauses, the framing, the urgency to keep watching. Everything has been carefully crafted to keep you hooked. You didn't just come here for knowledge. You came for validation. You came to feel empowered. But as you sit there thinking you're in control, ask yourself, are you really? Can you truly trust your decisions after all that's been planted in your mind? Think back. You were intrigued by my questions. You thought you were immune to manipulation. You felt smart, logical, even wise. But that's exactly what makes you vulnerable. The more you think you understand manipulation, the more susceptible you become. Everything you've learned has been a double-edged sword. While you've been uncovering the dark psychology of manipulation, you've also been slowly stepping into the very trap I've been describing. You think you're immune to these tactics. You think you can spot the lies, the gaslighting, the manipulation. But the truth is, you're already drowning in it. Every day, you're bombarded with the invisible strings that pull you in every direction. They're in the ads you see, the media you consume, the conversations you have, and you have no idea. But it's worse than that. You've been conditioned and you didn't even know it. The very fact that you've continued to watch this video means you've already fallen into the trap. This video, this message, everything you've been fed, was designed to keep you watching, to make you believe you're in control. You thought you were choosing to stay engaged. You thought you were curious, but did you really have a choice? Did you? This isn't just about me or this video. It's about the world you live in, the one that's designed to keep you in line. The governments, the corporations, the influencers, they all know exactly how to push your buttons, how to keep you in the dark. They manipulate you every day, and so the question remains, Are you truly free? Or are you simply another pawn in someone else's game? You've learned how to manipulate others, but the real question is, who's really manipulating you? If you want to keep uncovering the truths others would rather keep hidden, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Because the more you understand, the more control you'll gain over yourself and the world around you. This is Psychology Files, and the truth, it's always darker than you think.